I guess it wouldn't be a Sega product without some Sonic on it. After a few failed attempts at a system mascot to rival Mario, Sega finally came up with Sonic the Hedgehog, a blue hedgehog with super speed. The character became a huge success, helping the Mega Drive win out over the NES and even the SNES for a while. Going all the way back to 1991, we have the original game right here. The speed is momentum based, meaning that you have to build up the speed first before you can start whizzing around, and that's okay, I don't mind that. What I don't care for with Sonic games is how they sell you on it being a fast, speedy, mega quick platforming game. But you constantly have to stop dead in your tracks to avoid the awful placed enemies, spikes and springs. Any precision platforming is nothing but a pain, as again, thanks to the momentum based speed, you can end up either flying off the edge of whatever platform you manage to land on, or you just don't have enough speed to make the jump. Your only saving grace is that the rings you collect basically act as a shield. As long as you have at least one ring collected, you can take a hit and carry on. Now yes, it's true, you can indeed just speed your way through an entire level, going as fast as possible, avoiding enemies and other obstacles, and getting to the end of the level without taking a hit. However, you will have needed to play through the level a few times first in order to remember where everything is to do this. Personally, I don't want to play through a level more than once. Besides, half the time when you are going at full speed, you don't need to actually do anything. Sonic will just keep moving forward, going through loop-de-loops and whatnot. Not exactly exciting when the game just plays itself. Won't play again. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 introduces a new character in Tails, who will be with you on your journey, just following you around, or can be controlled by a second player. He's less about speed and more about the fact he can fly or glide using his tail. Speed can be built up with sheer momentum again, but you can now just hold down and then either A or B, I forget which and don't care enough to look it up, and Sonic will turn into a ball and build up speed on the spot, which sends you flying forward when you release the buttons. This helps the game have a bigger sense of speed, no doubt, but unfortunately that speed comes with the same problems as the original game. Random placement of enemies and objects that get in your way and cause you to slow down, along with more platforming to do. And is it just me, or do these level designs suck in these games too? Everything just seems all over the place. Won't play again. Sonic turns into a ball when he goes super duper fast, so I guess he's perfect for a pinball game? Whatever, it's pinball but with Sonic. Hit Sonic with the bumpers and he'll bounce around, hitting stuff and collecting points. Every so often you'll have to control Sonic, where you get to walk around or even jump for like a whole 5 seconds before going back into the big pinball machine. I played this for around 10 minutes, collected a couple of emeralds, and I honestly had no idea if I was doing good or not. I found a few different areas to bounce around in, but eventually got to the point where I didn't know where to go next. As a pinball game, it was okay. I had no real issues with how it controlled or anything. I just had no idea why it needed to have Sonic in it. Replace Sonic with a generic ball and it will be no more or less fun. If only I cared about pinball though. Won't play again. I'm sure by now that everybody on the planet has at least played a version of Street Fighter 2. I mean, there were like 50 of them and got released on every console and handheld worth a damn over the last 30 years, so good chance. Special Championship Edition for the Mega Drive is a slightly updated version of the original release, featuring more characters, improved graphics and sound, and faster gameplay speeds to match Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo. Normally I'd be throwing praise all over Street Fighter 2, but I just couldn't get into this version. That is to say, I'm so used to playing it with a SNES controller that I just had a hard time using a Mega Drive controller. A 6-button one at that. If I spent time getting more used to how it plays on a different controller, then no doubt I'd end up loving it. And since I do indeed love Street Fighter 2 in general, I probably will. Will play again.